lovely souls, my name is Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. It is so good to be here. Honestly, it's a treat every time I have a moment to record a video because it hasn't been often, which I would love to change this new year, but I have so many different really amazing projects that I am giving birth to that won't be announced till the new year. So that's really what's going on behind the scenes. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about the manifestation candles, which are being brought back, and oh my god, there's so much, you guys, so much. So I'm gonna leave it at that, but I am honored to be here. I hope everyone is doing well. I have a pick a card for you guys today, and it is, what do people find attractive about you? And we're just gonna get into it. I just thought this would be a really good way to gas up all the beautiful people in this community, and I think it's an interesting concept, it's an interesting topic to see how people perceive you. So I have a lot of amazing decks I'm working with, and we are gonna get into it. Now I have 3 piles for you to choose from. I have pile number 1 with the aquamarine. I just picked this up, I just got new crystals, this one's beautiful. I have pile number 2 with the turquoise. Of course, you know I had to get turquoise, it's my favorite. And then I have pile number 3 with, I think, I want to say this is blue lace agate, but I might be totally wrong. But it's also really beautiful. And I decided to kind of stick with the theme of the blues here. If you guys don't resonate with just crystals and these cards, then you can skip ahead and you can pick an oracle card and see which one you are drawn to the most. Once you do, you'll go down below in the description box, find your timestamp, and I will see you all at your reading. All right, you guys, so if you resonate more with picking an image, picking an oracle card, then this one's for you. We have number 1 with caffeine, so my caffeine queens out there. We have number 2 with thinking of you, so there might be a specific person that comes through in this reading that finds things about you in particular that are very attractive. And then we have reading pile number 3 with birth of magic. All right, you guys, I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1, welcome. All right, so if you guys chose the gorgeous aquamarine, this is for you. We are gonna get into it. If you guys were also drawn to the caffeine fairy oracle card, this is for my caffeine queens out there, for my girls, my guys who just cannot stop with caffeine. I'm with you. I'm so with you. I'm literally drinking green tea right now, so I'm with you. I'm hyped. I'm on caffeine as well. We got this. All right, you guys. So what do people find attractive about you? And in particular, we might pick up on, you know, a person that finds something attractive about you. So let's get into it. We have caffeine. I am connected. I was just laughing because I'm like, maybe people are attracted to the fact that you really can down 3 iced coffees in a day. You know, like they're really like, she did that. I feel balanced. Practicing feng shui, create a sacred space. For the archetype, we have rescuer and God. For the astrological oracle, we have Cancer, so you could be a Cancer or have some Cancer placements in your chart. And we have Mars, you could also be an Aries or have Aries placements in your chart, and you don't have to be, you could also have these in your sun, moon, and rising. All right, I'm just realizing that I did not even grab a tarot deck. What tarot deck are we gonna use, you guys? Something pretty, right? It has to be aesthetic. Okay, I'm gonna use the accurate as fuck tarot. I like this tarot because it's a circle, which I think is super cool. Honestly, I feel like the fan is a bit loud. Okay, which one was this one? I'm like, why did that take so long? The High Priestess, of course. All right, you guys. I mean, already, honestly, what I'm seeing is, what do people find attractive about you? there's a very diverse group here. I mean, a lot of different ethnicities are coming through, and that might even be a good way to describe you. It might be one of those things where people are like, what ethnicity are you? They're like constantly asking you because you're very exotic. You could be mixed by a really interesting mix. I just met someone the other day who was Swiss and Spanish. Like, whoa. All right, sorry about that. I thought I'd also add some more lighting just because it is a little cloudy and overcast outside, so the natural lighting is not that bright. But anyway, yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I feel like people say that you're very exotic. I don't doubt that you guys get that a lot. And I honestly don't doubt that you guys like kill any like ethnicity you're in. Like you, whatever you are or who you are, whether that's a stereotype, archetype, or subtype, like I don't even like people putting people in categories. Like I really just like that shit irks me. But wherever you are like the Victoria's Secret angel of that. You know, I'm almost imagining like Miss Universe, you know, like you're killing it for your country. Okay, so I am getting that. I did want to pull some tarot. We have the Priestess. Well, there you go, the High Priestess. And we got that kind of earlier when it was stuck in the box. The Queen of Pentacles. There's something very like regal about you, naturally. It could be that you come from a fluent family, or it just seems that way. You know, it could just be that you literally grew up with nothing, but no one knows that just by your appearance. There's something very luxury about you. There's something very regal. There's something about your aesthetic. Maybe you like nicer things, or maybe you just carry yourself in such a poised, composed fashion. Because people that are kind of like, they have tics and they're all over the place and they're anxious and they're this and they're that, like that's fine, that's quirky, that's cool, whatever. But I don't think you guys have that. I think you guys are just like sitting pretty, like almost so pretty, like too pretty. You guys are just like, what is on your mind? Like you guys are just so gorgeous. And I know this is so cheesy because I'm just fucking gassing you up, but like, I don't know, I'm being honest in what I'm seeing, and honestly maybe you guys you need a good gassing up. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups. I'm sorry I'm sniffling, by the way. It's very minimal, but it does catch on the camera and it doesn't sound that good, so I apologize. We have the Chariot. We have the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. All right. So there's a duality to you guys that is very interesting, and that's where the I feel balanced comes in. You have a nice balance of Mars and Cancer energy. Like you're tough, but you're soft. You know, you're strong and you assert your boundaries, but you empathize. You know, you're able to have compassion. So there's a duality to you that is very intimidating to people that I feel like are lower vibrational people. There's a lot of people, I'm assuming, that cannot take your boundaries, that can't that have like a pity party over it. I just had this kind of moment with people in my life, and I really wasn't expecting it, but whatever, it happened. And I had to really assert my boundaries and just be like, yo, fuck off. Like, bro, I mean, I didn't say fuck off, but it was just one of those things where I'm like, I had to check myself and remind myself that I am still like soft and amazing and sweet, but soft and amazing and sweet people can say no and can have boundaries and can put their foot down. It's that simple. And if someone has a problem with it, it's not a problem with you, it's a problem with them, you know? And I know that seems very simple, that concept, but when you're in the moment of something like that, it's hard to remind yourself of that. And I'm seeing that I have to remind you guys of that with that 5 of Cups in reverse, because I do see that you guys have like recently gone through a struggle or have been going through some sort of struggle. And maybe it's an internal conflict. Maybe it's a self-esteem issue. And you're not realizing like just how you appear on the surface, because you are so beautiful and because you have this very regal and just magnetic like draw and aura to you. You're gonna trigger the more low vibrational people. And why is that so? I mean, why is that your destiny? I don't know, you guys. I don't know the answers to that one, but it is, and it is something that you will be doing. And I do feel like it's become more prevalent right now in the age of Aquarius. There's a lot of people that are ascending, and then there's a lot of people that aren't, that are just gonna be left behind, that are just full of bitterness and hatred and bullshit and negativity, and that's them. They can do them. But when they see someone like you, just this queen, this princess, this just, you know, goddess, this priestess, walking around unfucking bothered, you know, doing you, healing, working on all your stuff, they're just like, they're jealous. I mean, they're jealous, okay? So they're gonna go off. They're gonna act like crazy people. So if you're losing friends, if you're losing, you know, you feel like you're losing respect from family members or this and that, you know, it's not you, okay? It's not like there's a mirror up to you and you're doing something wrong. It's really them, okay? Some of you are mamas. Some of you guys just recently had a baby. So if you did, congratulations. And I feel like you guys are very connected to that right now. And that's gorgeous. You're in your mama energy, your empress energy. I feel like you guys naturally are like a rescuer. I feel like you guys naturally are someone that helps people. And that's why maybe asserting your boundaries can be really difficult, because you know, people want to take advantage of that. Another cliche, people want to take advantage of kind people, but it is the truth and it does happen. And I feel like you guys are empaths, so your energy is a currency, and, you know, you cannot be given all that up for free. You just can't. But I do feel like you guys are on a really good path right now, and I feel like you're on the right path. So if you were unsure about your direction, it is the right direction. You are headed towards abundance and prosperity. I feel like you guys are very connected, very intuitive right now. Definitely hone in on those gifts. Don't be afraid to take those hermit moments. Don't be afraid to be introverted and take time to yourself. I think a lot of people find that very attractive about you as well, is that you do take time to yourself. You are a hermit, and maybe you guys have your own little sanctuary, which is your apartment and your place. And when people come into it, they're like, whoa, this is the coolest place ever. They're like looking at the little details and nicks and knacks and things that you have, your plants and this and that. And they're just like really getting the full embodiment of who you are on the inside, because it's very hard to tell from the outside. I'm not going to lie, group number 1, because you really do sit pretty like a fucking model. So it's like, people would probably look at you and assume that there's nothing really going on. And that's not your fault that they assume that, but it's just because you're so like statuesque, so perfect, that they're like, okay, well, their life is flawless. But little do they know that the flaws in your life are what make you so perfect. Like, you have this creativity, you have this gorgeous soul, you have this spirit, and it's just very like spiritual and sexy and awesome. Honestly, drop your number down below. Let's hang out. Cause like, what, group number 1? But no, seriously. And I do think you have probably a lot of exes, a lot of people lingering in the shadows, trying to come through, trying to come back, trying to like have their way with you, and not necessarily putting in the work or putting in the energy that you put in. And I just see you guys are in a building phase right now. And I feel like this is a new thing that you're building, or you're just generally trying to have a fresh start on life. And because you're trying to have a fresh start on life, you just, you know, are in an energy where you're focused on yourself. You're very in your routine. Like, I see like a hot girl routine with the Hierophant. I'm seeing like going to the gym and eating healthy and like doing your work and, you know, things like that. Just really your skincare. Really like great things, you know, and I see you guys really crushing it, and I commend you, okay? So if you haven't gotten that praise or that accolade or just that reassurance, like, let me be the one to give that to you, because you guys are so beautiful inside and out. And I think right now you're just waiting for people to recognize the beauty that's on the inside of you, because I feel like a lot of people recognize it on the outside of you and they take advantage of that. They don't necessarily respect who you are as a person, but I do think you will attract those people, and I do think more of those people will come into your life. Okay, so Let's pull some self-care oracle for you. This will be your advice for self-care. We have Be Still, Sing. Some of you guys might be singers or be working on your craft or some sort of music. And Be Still goes back into the Hierophant energy. It goes back into this create a sacred space energy and being connected and just really focusing in on yourself. There's a lot of stillness with the Queen of Pentacles actually and the Priestess now that I'm thinking about it, aside from the Chariot, which is more saying, yes, go towards your dreams, go towards your goals, go in this direction with that Mars energy. But generally what I'm seeing is I want you guys to be in more of a receptive, receiving, feminine energy. Be still and allow things to come to you. You can attract them into your life. Okay, we have the Burning Bowl ritual. So that can also coincide with the Devil energy that we have coming through. Some of you guys literally might have leeches on your back, might have like exes that you can't get rid of. The Burning Bowl ritual is really amazing. It's really effective. I would take like a possible, like that you would, you know, cook pasta in a pasta cooking bowl. Why can't I? A pot. And what you can do is write that person's name, their full name on a piece of paper, and you literally burn it with a lighter into the bowl. And you can say, I release this person, I forgive this person, whatever it is, but it's super effective, okay? We have Nourish Your Temple, so, and Make a Meal, I was just going to say eating healthier might be on your agenda, or just eating healthy in general, making new recipes, new food, things like that. You guys are just really in your energy, and it feels very introverted, it feels very hermit, but it's just wholesome and amazing, and it's good to see. So group number 1, it was a pleasure. I'm about to sneeze. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here on my channel and supporting me. I really appreciate you. And I hope that you guys have an amazing holiday and Christmas. And I hope to see you guys soon. Love you. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome. If you guys chose the turquoise, this is for you. All right. And if you were also attracted to the Thinking of You card, so someone could be thinking of you right now and probably thinking of you in that you're very attractive and beautiful and they are just so blown away by you. So I'm going to start with your oracle and then we'll get into the tarot, but we're going to be talking about what do people find attractive about you. And I don't know why I decided to do this reading. I just felt like it had been a while since I did a video in general because life has been insane. But then I also was like, I love my people, so I'm gonna try to gas them up. And I know that during the holidays or just in general, towards the end of the year, it can be really difficult. And I don't know, I just feel like we end up like becoming just so dizzy with things in terms of our self-esteem and, you know, things like that. So, all right. So you could be a Capricorn or have Capricorn in your chart. You could be Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart, sun, rising, or moon. You guys could be mamas or daddies. I feel nurtured. I feel sensual. Okay. Trust your intuition. She's always right. Yes, girl. And get back to nature. Reconnect with your hippie roots. All right. We have nurture. We have nature. I don't know, I said nurture twice. We had nature, child, and athlete. Okay. So I definitely feel like someone is thinking of you very directly in that they're finding you very attractive, and they could be the Scorpio or Capricorn here. But again, this is not necessarily a reading on like your person or a person, but I feel like there's a couple. And I feel like for some of you, this is going to be really cute, but like your animal or your kid or both is finding you very like beautiful and attractive, and they like admire you and love you. So that's like a side note that's coming out super cute. So you guys could be very athletic. Also, I apologize if my sniffles are caught on the camera. I'm getting over a cold and I apologize. But I feel like you guys are very athletic looking, very aesthetic. Some of you guys could be in the gym a lot. We have the 7 of Cups. This person's sort of looking at you as like being in the gym a lot. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you guys could be a MILF. Some of you could have just had a baby. Honestly, if you were attracted to group number 1, you should check out group number 1. I don't say that often on my readings, but that one was so far very similar to this one. Some of you could be really wanting to reconnect to your more sexual and sensual side. And believe it or not, you can really do that as well in nature. And there is nature kind of calling for you, you know, Spirit saying reconnect to those hippie roots that you just naturally have. We have the Hermit. We have Temperance. What do people find attractive about group number 2? We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. Wow. So you guys underwent a major transformation in the 6 of Swords. You guys cut off things that no longer served you. There's a lot of people that are lingering, that are jealous, that have been jealous of you and the transformation that you know, went through, which is very interesting. It could have a lot to do with having a kid. It could have a lot to do with like moving or getting married or just becoming a different version of yourself. Maybe even in your own mind, the version of yourself that you really, truly wanted to be. I really feel that for you guys. And I honestly, aside from the haters, like honor that, because that's really an incredibly powerful and truly amazing thing that you guys must have went through. Okay, so with the 7 of Cups up front, I'm really seeing that you have a lot of admirers. And I kind of got that in the beginning before I even pulled any tarot, that you have a lot of admirers. There's a lot of people, including like your own family, like your own, you know, baby, your own animals, you know, your own creatures that like really truly just think you're such a beautiful walking goddess, you know. And but aside from that, I do see you guys having a lot of options. Like there's a lot of people that want to get with you and be with you and maybe even see you on social media and just think that you are such a fine piece of ass. I do see you guys have a nice ass too, like a nice big juicy booty. Doesn't even have to be big. Booties are booties. If they're super nice, they're super nice. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like you guys are in the gym doing your squats and all that great stuff. And with the Hermit, I feel like you guys are really focused on yourself right now. Like you're really maybe drawing yourself inward. Maybe you have a lot of opportunities to go out, a lot of options, a lot of things going on, but you do make time for yourself, or you do make it a priority to just prioritize yourself and your own self-care and making sure that you can just kind of like be with yourself, you know. You don't want to like necessarily entertain everybody. You just want to be able to do something that is sustainable. With Temperance, I feel like you guys are really being patient right now. There's something that you might be working on or have been working towards, and it could have a lot to do with the Swords energy. There's a lot of haters. There's a lot of people that have, I'm going to sneeze. I apologize. Have some weird, like, vendetta. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Okay, maybe that sneeze resonated. I don't know. That just, like, are seeing you and maybe even are jealous, or they are, I don't know. It's interesting energy. It's like, let me pull some more cards. I'm getting family, like, disapproval. Three of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, the Sun. Yeah, I just feel like you guys are on a new development and you're really focused in on it, and not everyone approves of it. And what does this have to do with you being attractive? I don't really know, and it doesn't really matter, because I feel like Spirit really wanted this message to come through for you, because you guys need that reassurance, which is why I made this video to begin with. Attractiveness is not solely based off your exterior and your exterior looks, although you guys really do have that going on. It has a lot to do with how you feel on the inside, and I really wanted to make this video because I haven't been posting like at all. And I thought, well, if I'm going to post, if I'm going to come back into the metasphere, I want to come back with some positivity, because people feeling good is like why I got into this business. It's not so much about tarot, which is more of a tool that I use to make people feel good, but it is just people and making them feel good and building them up. And I just felt like this was so essential. And I'm seeing right now that you guys are really going through it, or you've been going through it with people that you felt like were someone that should have been your supporters, whether that's your family, whether that's friends. And there's a lot of people falling off here in your life, which I do, yes, check out group number 1. And I feel like you guys are on the right path, and you really need to understand that. When we're on the right path, you know, people will be left behind, people that we didn't expect. And it's not our job to try to repair those connections. It's our job to keep looking forward and being patient so that we can really see the full picture come together. Because the more people fall off, the more room you have in your life for better people to come back onto the wagon that you are going to attract, because you have leveled up vibrationally, and you deserve that. You deserve that, group number 2. I swear to God, you guys don't have enough people in your life, I'm seeing, that like build you up. Like, you have these creatures, and you have maybe even kids or a kid, but they can't really communicate to you, you know? And the people that are in your life that can communicate aren't telling you like just how gorgeous you are, just how great you're doing. Like, what? And here's the thing, you're doing so amazing, group number 2. I really see that. Like, so please, like, keep a positive mindset, because you have so much potential. I'm seeing, I'm not even really sure in regards to what this is. It could even be just a huge life awakening, or it could be like a project, or, you know, whatever. But trust that there is abundance coming through for you, okay? So back to what people think is attractive about you is the fact that you're fearless. You're not afraid to take risks. You're not afraid to try new things and go onto a new path. You're not afraid to, you know, reach out of yourself and find resources that maybe you weren't, you know, privileged enough to have handed to you. You know, you go out and get what it is that you want. And I do feel like you guys are alchemists. You turn negativity into positivity, and that's kind of that Pluto energy. Is like, you need the darkness in order to see the light, but you do inevitably shine so brightly. I think for a lot of you guys, you're destined to be famous, or destined to be stars, or destined to do something that is just so incredible and so like noteworthy. And it just makes me proud to even be reading for you guys. But I feel like you're also aesthetically beautiful, and that's something that you guys maybe underestimate or don't really understand. Like, you guys have a gorgeous face, gorgeous features, gorgeous hair. And I just think that you guys really have a lot going on for you as far as like your intuition goes, and you really gotta trust her. You gotta trust her, because she's really guiding you in the right direction. Although it may seem like everything is sort of falling apart, it is all kind of falling apart so it can fall back together, truly, okay? So I feel like that is what I'm saying for you guys. I love you so much, group number 2. Definitely check out group number 1. And I will see you guys in your next reading. If I don't post again before Christmas, I wish you guys a merry, beautiful Christmas, happy Hanukkah, and a happy New Year. I love you, and I will see you guys soon. All right, hello, group number 3. Welcome. If you guys chose this gorgeous crystal that still has a sticker on it. Oh my God. Sam, what do you mean these crystals are not from like some hidden cavern? All right, you guys. Yeah, of course I bought the crystal from a store. But hello, we have this crystal. If you chose it, and if you guys were also attracted to the Birth of Magic Fairy Oracle card. So what do people find attractive about you? Let's get into it. I'm going to start with your Oracle. We have I Feel Loved. Align your intentions with your actions. Surround yourself with your soul tribe. For your archetype, we have Artist and Dilettante. All right, so you guys are a jack of all trades. We have Soul as in Leo. That could be your sun, rising, or moon. And we have Venus ruling over Taurus or Libra. So you guys could have any of those in your chart. Okay, so I am definitely seeing up front that y'all are my social butterflies. You guys are unlike the other groups, could be very extroverted at times, are people that really get out there and make magic happen and love to spend time with your friends, with your family, with people, and surround yourself by them. So people are really finding this to be a very attractive attribute about you, that you're social, that you're always with friends. It makes you more attractive to them. It makes people feel like you're very popular, so people really love you and must love you. We have the 8 of Pentacles. You guys are also very hard workers. So you guys could be networking while you're being social. You could be very hard workers in your craft. Some of you could be artists, musicians, painters, crafters, just like good at so many different things, have multiple little businesses or streams of passive income. You guys are very positive and light people, and people really love to be around that positive energy of yours. Maybe you constantly build other people up, but I'm just getting really good, very happy vibes. And may I say so myself, just almost a breath of fresh air. This is like, I feel like everyone has an attitude these days. Everyone like has a fucking thing that they're going through, but you guys are just like so positive. When people like meet you for the first time, you're like, oh my god, I'm a hugger, I'll give you a hug, and like, ugh, I love it. Group number 3, hit me up, let's hang out. But you guys could also, this is a side note, have your lashes done and have just really gorgeous eyes as it is, but I'm really attracted to your lashes here. So you guys could always like, you know, with Venus, you guys probably pay really close attention to your beauty and to your beauty routine. You guys could have little beautiful tattoos here and there. You could have like gorgeous hair, gorgeous colored hair. You could get your lashes done, really beautiful skin, I'm seeing. Some of you guys have a really gorgeous profile, but you're just really pretty. We have the Lovers. We have Temperance, the Lovers. People feel like an instantaneous attraction to you when they meet you, of any sex as well. It doesn't even have to be just the opposite sex, but it's almost like the Lovers coming out is like, wow, I feel like I've known this person for a long time. I feel like very close to them, very connected to them. It's like a profound connection is what the Lovers represents here. We have the High Priestess. You guys could also, obviously, you're here, you know, watching this video, be very spiritual, and people are like, whoa, she's super spiritual as well, he's super spiritual. Like, that is so attractive. That just makes you more attractive and more interesting, because there's a mystery to you. There's like this, how do you look so aesthetically gorgeous on the outside but also are so cool? You know, it's just like you're the unicorn that people talk about, right? And I feel like aside from just your vitality, your personality, your charisma, that people are just so drawn to, I feel like aside from that, you guys are also very goal-oriented worker bees. Like, you are people that really do have a lot going on with your business. You're very intelligent, you're very smart, you have, you know, so much to kind of focus on. And I feel like that's really, really incredible. Really incredible. Okay, we have Spirit of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you guys are very, and I apologize for the sniffles, by the way. I have a little sniffle going on. I feel like you guys are very creative, and as like a creative soul, you live your most creative life. And by living your most creative life, I feel like you guys really have a lot of tenacity with that Spirit of Swords here, but you're very persistent. So if one endeavor doesn't work out, you're on to the next. But you're not the kind of person that's like, poor me, poor me, poor me. I'm going to sit on my ass and complain and be a victim of life. You guys are go-getters, and you're always out there in the mix, getting it, like getting that shit done, doing things. People might follow your Snapchat or your Instagram, and they see that you're always with people, always doing things, always trying out new food, always going places, always traveling. Like, you guys are really living like a full life. And I really see that in here, and people find that very attractive about you. And people are very drawn to your art, and it might be very spiritually connected. It might really resonate with them, and you touch people in that way, but it's just really fun. And I think you guys just have a really incredible fun energy. You guys might dye your hair different colors. You're not afraid to wear color, you know. I just feel like you guys live your life this way, and it's very beautiful. It's very, like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. I don't see you guys moping around. I see you guys really creating magic, which is why we have the birth of magic here, is you guys just truly know how to like give life and breath to something. And that's honestly so admirable. It really is. You guys have really beautiful friends as well, or people that you hang out with, and that might not even be on purpose, but all of you guys together is just like, whoa, like they're so attractive. You guys have a really gorgeous body. Some of you guys, well, I don't know, I said some, but a lot of you guys have these just very naturally beautiful bodies. You haven't done any modifications or anything to your body. It's just like natural, and it's so gorgeous, and you have this beautiful face. Some of you guys have really prominent features, really prominent eyes, like I said, really prominent eyebrows, very beautiful lips, but people are just so drawn to you. You guys have a very unique look, unique features as well, and so people might stare at you, and you might wonder why people are staring at you, but it's because you just look unlike anyone else they've seen before. But there's just something so refreshing about you for sure. All right, so that is what I'm seeing for you. I wanted to pull some self-care oracle for you, and this will be your advice on what to do for self-care. We have plan a vacation, connect with crystals. So yeah, you guys might love to vacation and you haven't in a while, and it's something that really makes you feel very alive, and you might be really drawn to crystals, and now is your sign to go find some. I just went shopping for some, and honestly I haven't gotten any in so long, almost a year. I have so many like in my office as it is, but I just like haven't, you know what I'm saying? I always give them away too. Anytime someone comes over or I meet someone that I think they're special and I'm going to meet them again, I always end up gifting them like a crystal. I have a gazillion little mini bags and stuff. We have nourish your temple, pleasure, self-pleasure, you guys, connect with the earth. Yeah, planning a vacation, getting out there, getting out in nature, giving yourself some pleasure, nourishing your temple with a really delicious meal, doing a little beauty ritual. All of that is going to serve you very well, you guys. So don't neglect yourself. Self-care is so important. Group number 3, thank you so much for joining me here. I really hope that resonated. I love you, and I will see you guys in your next video. If I don't see you before Christmas or the New Year's, I'm wishing you a very merry, happy Christmas and Hanukkah and a happy New Year. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon.